Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो धारी आए सो हारी आए. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना, ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy. Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Good morning. Uttishtata Jagrata. It is not your fault. It is the food. Whenever we take food, we should remember one picture. The Last Supper. Now you can see my perseverance. Although I see people doing like this, yet I don't give up. You know, when the satsanga is katha, Ram katha, Bhagavad katha, and there also the same way, lot of food and lot of crowd. And in Varanasi I have seen a huge organization have arranged it, and I was called to inaugurate it. So, like the hangar of an airport, on the airport, huge kind of pandal, and people came with their bullock cart and children, grandchildren, dog, everything, uncomfortably sitting. Morning they will come at about 8 o'clock, till evening they are there. And during that time everything goes on. Food and katha and all that. And when the kathakar is seeing that now more than his limit is lost, his limit is he can talk if 50% people are sleeping. But when he crosses that limit, he cannot talk. Then what he does, Siyavara Ramachandra, everybody wakes up, kya ho gaya? It is for this purpose I have in between something light. And then I get more joy. You know, when something light happens, everybody laughs, but this Kumbhakarna was sleeping. Then, because of the laughter of all people, his sleep gets disturbed. Then he asks, what happened, what happened? Then he tells, this is the joke. He alone laughs. Uttishtata Jagrata. Always it is said in our scriptures, whatever quantity of food you can eat, you should eat only half. See? Like if you have done some yajna or agnihotra, we have to put the fire in such a way that the fire is not extinguished. See? In the same manner, we should eat that much so that the Jatharagni is not killed. When Jatharagni is killed, it leads to constipation. See? Therefore, eat half the quantity that you can eat. लेकिन फ्री मिल रहा तो भी See? Thereafter, take only 1/4 quantity of water. So, 3/4 filled. Leave 1/4 for ventilation. Then only the churning can happen. You are all using, this grinder, etc., or juice maker. If you fill in it to the brim and press it, and you start, that electricity switch off. Kya ho gaya? Exactly the same way. Always our hunger should be there. Never take the food that from inside a complaint comes. Oh, mat karo. No. Therefore, it is said that Upanishad is normally studied early in the morning. Then we are right, Swamiji, how come we just got up from the sleep? So early in the morning. So we have completed the third Mundaka and Prathama Khanda. Now we will be entering the Dvitiya Khanda. Savedat etat paramam brahmadhama yatra vishwam nihitam bhati shubhram upasate purusham yesha kamaha te shukrametat ativartanti dhiraha. Now see, when we walk the spiritual path according to Vedanta study of scriptures and conducting the study classes, you must have seen, I don't put you into an awkward position. After satsang is over, do whatever you like. Otherwise, many places you must have seen, they now make a group of 10, 15 people and then discuss what is learned. And in that discussion, whosoever has got a long tongue, he doesn't, chup, I know I have been studying for last 30 years and yet I am like that. See, after you listen, relax. See, don't react. The real reflection happens in silence. And what is the reflection? We apply that knowledge in our life and then we try to discover, oh, this is the meaning. Therefore, Vedanta alone is not enough. It has to be substantiated by equal amount of devotion. Now, what is the foundation of devotion and what is the purpose of devotion? Foundation of devotion is Shraddha. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam tatparaha sanyatendriya, Upanishad says. Then what is Shraddha? Shraddha is Shastrasya Guru Vakyasya Satya Buddhyavadharana Sa Shraddha Kathita Sadbhihi Yaya Vastu Upalabhyate. Shraddha is what? What is told in our scriptures and what is told by the teacher. The right word was coming. By the cheater. So, what is told by the Guru, how that is right, not how that is wrong. Now, try to interact in such a manner that the meaning from the scriptures and the explanation given, how that can be applied by us in our life. That is the meaning. So that positive attitude with which we study and interact with the scriptures is called a Shraddha. If it is negative, we cannot. See? It is only on the basis of Shraddha we survive. See? There was a person, he was going by some flight to somewhere. Let us say from Sydney he was going to Washington. Then he was just to get into the flight, he heard Akashvani. From somewhere he heard, don't board this flight, it's going to meet with an accident. So he pretended he has got heart problem and he got out. And after few hours, the news came. Really, that flight was crashed. Oh, thank you. Now, he wanted to go, so he said, okay, let me go by train. So, when he got into the train, again the same voice. Don't go by this train is going to derail. He again got out. And really that train derailed. Oh God, thank you God. Then he wanted to go by bus. So the moment he got in the bus, again the same Akashvani. Don't go by this bus is going to meet with an accident. He got out and really the bus met with an accident. And then he got angry. Whosoever you may be, where were you when I got married? I think now sleep has gone. So, we can study the scriptures with the strength of Shraddha. Shraddhavan labate jnanam. Even our ordinary thing like your GPS, if we have doubt, we don't follow that, we take another route. So Shraddha is the first step on the spiritual path. And the Shraddha starts always in the blind way. There is nothing like a non-blind Shraddha. Shraddha is always blind. Many people have got a funny notion. I don't have blind Shraddha. When you know, you don't require Shraddha. When you don't know, then you require Shraddha. See? We don't know who is our mother. Then we are told, she is your mother. Mom, show your DNA. No. We accept it. And then that mother whom we accepted with the blind faith, she tells, this guy is your father. Hey, I don't believe her. Eh? So our very existence is based on Shraddha. Therefore, don't get carried away by those people who talk about condemning the Shraddha. We don't have blind faith. No, it is blind only. Now, what is the faith or Shraddha? Shraddha is that inner strength, confidence to jump into the unknown areas. We all go by various airlines. Is it not the blind faith? Do we know that he is going to land or go up there? Therefore, Shraddha is initially inaugurated in devotion. See? So, whatever is our tradition, whatever our elders have told, we have to accept the tradition that where we are born. Don't become extra smart in life. See? Because what the tradition does, it is a kind of an anchor to which we belong. We have to have a sense of belonging to something higher in life. If we don't have the sense of belonging, we will be like a kati patang. We don't know where we are. No. We have to have. And by that tradition or whatever is our elders have told, when we practice that in our day-to-day life, at least during childhood, we have a sense of belonging. And what that sense of belonging gives us a self-respect and self-confidence. See, friends, without that you cannot walk spiritual path. Now we are further told that go and do namaskar to Ganeshji. Now when we are working through the tradition in our life, what happens? Right from childhood, we have been seeing that the Shivji is a Shivlinga, and then there is a bull sitting in front of him. Now, when we have been doing it right from childhood, whenever we will look at that bull in the temple, we will not like to ride on that. We do namaskar. But a child who doesn't know anything about it, it happened once somewhere in a Shiva temple. One mother came, NRI mother. She came with her the ABCD child. You know ABCD child? What is that?
Australian born Chinese.
No. No. It is Australia born confused Desi. So, this ABCD child and the downloaded mother. Say, he went and he saw that bull and he straight away went and started riding the bull and now the child doesn't know. Therefore, we have to train ourselves that whenever we see something holy, we have to have respect and reverence. See? And once that respectful, reverential mind is developed, we will stop ridiculing others. This is creating ourselves into a cultured society. See? Therefore, Shraddha is necessary, and for that, tradition is important. And thereafter, we have to have some anchor before whom we do not argue. Most important. Otherwise, argument has no end. See, I remember visited so many Mahatmas and never ask anybody anything. Simply go and sit, what they are talking, listen, learn. One day, it so happened, this happened in Calcutta. I had a very good friend, a Tamilian, and I was out of Calcutta for 4 months or 5 months. When I went, so I went to his house. So his wife said, Swamiji, please come. Now don't touch him, okay? He is sleeping there. So I went, he was in a mosquito net, covered properly. He said, please don't take his hand, it will break. He has got last degree of cancer, bone cancer, anything you touch, it breaks, cut. So I was seeing, so just lying down like a living dead body. So I sat and from a distance I touched the cot and did the Mrityunjaya Mahamantra. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiyo Bandhanat Mrityor Mukshiya Mamritat. For what? So that he should be revived from this ill health. After that, I went to one Mahatmaji. Satsang was going on. So I went and sat. For the first time, he asked me, you want to ask something? Something is bothering you? Then I told, this is what happened. Now my question is, what I have done is right or wrong? If it is wrong, I should not repeat it. You know what reply I got? We know better, or the God knows better what is good for whom. See? And when we just impose our pressure on the God, we are interfering in His creation. Now, these things you don't get in books. See? And therefore, don't worry. The second thing he told, don't worry. Now, whatever has happened, Don't brood over that. Don't go in the past. Why did I do that? No, it's over. See? And third thing, if you learn from this thing, don't interfere in God's creation. He knows what is right for whom. See? Now, what is God's understanding and our understanding? Take a day-to-day example. A child gets up at night, 1 o'clock, and he wakes up his mummy, please wake up, I have to go to Shushu. he cannot go to the bathroom alone because he's afraid. So he takes the mummy and finishes and comes back. But mummy is not afraid. What is the reason? For the child, he is going from the bedroom to the bathroom, and for the mother, she knows both of them are under the same roof. Our understanding is like the child's understanding. When somebody dies, he will go. Narayana's understanding, he will come out of the donkey, go into a pig. Both of them are in me. And therefore, we should not get involved in the so-called crying and he should have lived long, why this happened. In Bombay, it happened once. That lady was crying like mad. I said, Mama, keep cool now, this is enough, we have to do so many things. But why did you... I said, okay, now listen. I became stern. Listen. I can call him back. Should I call him? No, I don't mean that. See, friends, this is all fake. Don't waste your time in this rubbish. Keep your cool. And this cool can come if we have faith, shraddha, what our scriptures tell. See. Then second thing, after the person dies and the shraddha is done and pindadan, everything is done, yet we offer the food to the departed one, the hot rice ball, pindadanam. Not from the fridge. Why they have to be given the hot food, hot rice ball? Because they are called ushmapa. They take the food essence through the steam of the food. Ushmapa. If you want to try, when somebody has given proper the pindadan, hot rice ball and pindadan is given, and thereafter that rice ball will remain. Now you taste that rice ball. It will be tasting like ash. Because all the essence of that food is taken away by the pitrus. Therefore, when it is said, we have to do seva and take care of the departed one even after death. So what does it mean? We should continue the same thing when they are alive also. Oh! See? When the girl goes to her own home after marriage, isn't it? The mother gives something packed, this you take, this you like this thing, this achar you like, this mirchi you like, everything the mother gives. Does it mean that they don't have there? In the same manner, when we are doing, it is our need. Nobody needs us. When you take this standpoint in your life, then our shraddha will become firm. So, yaya vastu upalabhyate. By the shraddha alone, it is possible. Therefore, we start our invocation of shraddha through the tradition of our life or culture, and then instead of constantly asking question, why? Because the sky is too high. It is like that. See? Therefore, with this shraddha, then to substantiate the shraddha, we are told, do the japa of the Lord's name. See? So when we chant the Lord's name, what happens? See? This is preparation for the next mantra. When we are chanting the Lord's name, what happens is, our mind is purified of the worldly thoughts. Thinking about the worldly things is also a thought process, and that thought process is nullified by chanting Lord's name. Doesn't matter whether your mind is running here and there, doesn't matter, continue. See? And when we thus continue chanting the Lord's name, like the dirt on the cloth, we apply the soap and keep on washing. It will clean everything. In the same manner, the worldly thoughts are removed by the Lord's name or the mantra or the japa, and thereafter that soap also we wash away, the mantra also quietens. Net result, your mind is at peace. When the mind is at peace, the mind has withdrawn from the outer world to the mind, from the mind to the source. This is the technique. Such are the Mahatmas. Therefore, sa Veda etat paramam brahmadhama. He who is thus abiding in the truth. Now you will see, in every area, knowing is not being. See? I know this is a bottle, but I don't become a bottle. See? But when I know myself, I cannot know myself without being me. We have got one book, Knowing is Being, that is based on the Saddarshana of Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi. You cannot know without being, and you cannot be without knowing. Where knowing and being merge together, that experience is God realization. And to know, to be, we do not require any means of knowledge. To know the colors and forms, we require vision. To know the sounds, we require hearing ability. But to be ourselves, we don't require any means of knowledge. Friends, this is the most important thing. Catch it. Pramana Nirapeksha Anubhuti. Experience without the involvement of any means of knowledge. See, don't try to understand. Stand under. One intelligent student goes to the teacher in Mundakopanishad. And he asks, Kene shitam patati preshitam manaha, he starts. Once I was taking in a children's camp, Mundakopanishad story. So when I was, I had told, okay, we'll have Mundakopanishad. Now there are always wise people around. Swamiji, the children's camp and you are taking Mundakopanishad? What they will understand? I say, have you understood? No, not like that. But they are so small. I say, you relax. Why you worry? It is my problem. Okay. And we had the camp. And on the last day, the children were supposed to give their, what they have learned, etc. One child said, Swamiji, you should change the name of this Upanishad. What should we make? Don't make it cane Upanishad. Then sugar cane Upanishad. It was so sweet. See? They say, na, they dry Vedanta because they are themselves dry. Na sukha karta hu, na gilla karta hu, maro sale. See, friend, Vedanta is full of joy. See? So, Sa Veda etat paramam brahma. He who knows this absolute reality, parabrahma. And how this knowing is? Knowing without knower, being without becoming. See? We ask the small children, hey, what are you studying? I am in class 7. Oh, very good. What do you want to become? We don't allow them to be what they are. What do you want to become? See? And then the child, I want to become, in which place? Recently it happened. You know these big garbage collecting trucks? I was standing there and the truck also came in my hostess house and his child was also there. And the mother is always very, proud of their children. Forgetting they are their children, yet they are proud. See? So, I asked him, hey, what do you want to become in your life? Mother was anxious. Let me say what was it. He said, Swamiji, I want to become the truck driver of this truck. Because it's so nice, the hands come out and lift it and put khar, 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 khar. We are suffering from this disease of becoming. Just be. See? And when we become something, then we start digging our graveyard. See, I was there, I was here. I have done that thing, I have done that thing. Try this. This is very potent spiritual practice. Don't ask anybody about anybody's past. It is the same garbage. Nothing new. See? Therefore, Sa Veda etat paramam brahma dhama. He who is abiding his divine nature, what is that? Yatra vishwam nihitam bhati shubhram. In our own being, vishwam nihitam. The whole world is contained in me. Mai eva sakalam jatam. Mai sarvam pradishtitam. Mai sarvam layam yati. Tad brahmadvayam asmeham. Now in this mantra, in place of I, keep water. Water says, Mai eva sakalam jatam. In me, everything is born. What is born out of water? Ocean, waves, rivers, then rains, icebergs. Everything is born in me. Mai eva sakalam. Then, Mai sarvam pradishtitam. Everything is existing in me. See? And Mai sarvam layam yati. When the waves die, they go back to me. When the oceans die, they go back to me. In the same manner, everything is existing in me, maintained in me, and goes back to me. See? This is so simple, man. Sa Veda etat paramam brahmadhama. Brahma, the ultimate, the infinite. Yatra vishwam nihitam, where the whole world is contained. See? Let us think a little bit of grammar. See? I is first person singular. Thou is second person singular. He is third person singular. Now, what is the plural of he? They. But now it is no more singular. A third person plural. Thou becomes you. It is second person plural. What is the plural of I? The plural of I is we. And we includes everything. See? So if I am there, then I can talk to you about that. The whole world is contained in this I. Alas, who is this I that we don't know? So, if I am not there, you have no existence. And if you have no existence, about whom will who talk? The moment I is there, immediately you are born. And when you are there, I will talk about him. Samsara begins. Therefore, he who has experienced this, Sa Veda etat paramam brahmadhama, yatra vishwam nihitam bhati shubhram. Everything is contained in me. That ultimate reality is our essential nature. Now what sadhana the space has to do, not to get influenced by the four elements, nothing. That is a natural state. Again come back. What sadhana the vision has to do, to not get influenced by the colors and forms. How much time it will take. What sadhana the man has to do to become a man out of a husband. Nothing. So actually spiritual practice is doing nothing. Aha. But we want to do this, do that and suffer. Therefore, yatra vishwam nihitam bhati shubhram. Immaculate, pure reality, that is our essential nature. Now, akama purusham upasate. See? So those who are thus worshipping these great masters who are free from desires. See? Desire is a blemish on the divine. Desire is an abnormality. Desire is not our natural state. See? If desire is our natural state, why we want to remove it? Now take an example. All Amma's example. They have got a purse, but actually it is a hold all. You see any lady's purse, it contains Brahmanda. See? So wherever they go, the first thing is unload it. See? Because the shoulder is paining. But your head is also on your shoulder. Do you remove it? What is the difference? See? Because the purse is a burden, so you want to remove. What is fulfilling desires? If desire is our natural state, why we want to fulfill them and remove them? What is the fulfillment of desire? Removal of the desire. Think. So desires are abnormalities. And we know only one way. Take a Panadol. But find out what is the status of that desire. Then we come to know desire is the wrong notion that, number one, I am incomplete. Number two, that object or that person is essential for me to attain completeness. Why? Because I don't have that object, I am incomplete. That object is the source of happiness. I am not happy because I don't have that object. If I get that object, I will be happy. This kind of self-chatter is called as the desire. And when we get that object, what we wanted, the chatter stops. And we are happy. Aha, I'm so happy. Happiness is not coming from that object. Happiness is coming because now your mind is free from desires. Therefore, desire is an abscess on the mind. The day you will recognize this, you know where I learned this thing? This example I had given. I was going around Narmadaji many years before. So, somewhere in Madhya Pradesh, on the way, there was lot of mud, maybe about 1.5 feet. And everybody was going through that. So I had to also go. So I took my khadav in my hand and a little bit of drizzling also. So we walked through. And while going, some thorn entered. Now I can't do anything because it was so muddy. So somehow I crossed and then I forgot about it. Then we went to the place wherever we had to go, some ashram, and washed feet and all that. And then we continued our whatever program. And it so happened, on the third day or so, I started limping. So one of my friends said, "What happened? Why are you limping?" I said, "This is the style of realization. Don't say all that. Something is wrong with your foot. Let me check it." I said, "Okay, check. Foot is yours." So I sat, kept my leg on the stool, and he saw, washed it, and he was a doctor. He said, "My God, something has gone here. See, it has become swollen, it is red. If I touch, it is painful, is it not?" "Yes." "Then, don't worry, I'll remove it." He removed it. He said, "See, almost 1 inch nail has gone inside your foot. Therefore, it is giving you pain." I said, "No, what is to be done? How to do?" "You have to do nothing. Just cover it." So he covered with something. Then how it will happen? He said, "Look here. Nature cures herself. You don't have to do anything. Then only remove the foreign body. When a foreign body enters the tissue reacts. Reaction of the tissue is painful. If you don't take care, it becomes an abscess. If this example is clear, in the same manner, the worldly things and beings enter our mind. Now the question is, it is easy to understand that a thorn going in the foot. But how the worldly things enter our mind? Like we enter the mirror. So entry in the mirror is entry without entrance. Exactly the same way. When we give value, importance to anything in this world, that thing has entered in our mind. And because it is a foreign body, the mind tissue starts reacting. Reaction of the mind tissue is called a desire. So, in the morning, I want a cup of tea. So, I get up and go to the kitchen. And in some places it happens. It is not happening here. Otherwise, I will not get tomorrow anything. Here it is the best one. I don't know where is my hostile, I am not seeing there. So, when I go to some places, either there is no kettle to heat the water or there are no tea leaves, and I get so angry. Say, oh God, I don't ask simple tea leaves, they can't give me. And because the tea has entered at this particular time, I want tea, the mind is reacting because the tea has entered and it has created a desire. And that desire is painful. And when I get a cup of tea, the desire is quietened because now there is no demand for the tea, I got it already. Therefore, what is the spiritual practice? We are squarely responsible for all our miseries in life. We give importance to anything in this life, you will be 100% miserable. To anything you give. See, I'll tell you one example. Somewhere in Mumbai, I had my talks. So before my talk, there was another Mahatma. He had 7 days session and next day was mine. So when I went, the people introduced he so and all that. So instead of that, he said, now our Swamiji has come, relax. I said, what kind of introduction this is? He said, Swamiji, before you came, there was so and so Swamiji, and he was so terribly angry, Durvasanand. So angry. Now, if somebody comes 1 or half a minute late, he will look at that person, whether I should cut him to pieces or make kima. See? Because he is late. And old people have got the BP problem. Bladder pressure. So they have to suddenly get out. Otherwise, here. So they have to go out. And when somebody gets up in between and goes, he will look at her. Why? He has given so much importance to discipline. See? Instead of expecting discipline from the world, discipline yourself. That is spiritual life. What others should do, we have no business. Let them have their life. No, people should not do like that. Are you appointed here or what? Therefore, he who is thus free from the desires. And for that, we have to know what is the desire. The desire is entry of the world in our mind. We enter the world because we have given importance. Devalue everything, you will be happier than happiest. See? Remember, social service is not spiritual practice. Social service is the khujli. You know khujli? Khujli means an itch. When you get to khujli, you can't stop. One person in Ahmedabad, I was sitting comfortably after my talk, and he gave me some book. Swamiji, please sign. He was standing behind. I don't know who is he. So I took it and give. So other person in front of me, Swamiji, do you know for whom you signed the book? I said, no, I don't have eyes in behind. No, he is the literary giant of Gujarat. So I got up. I said, Maharaj, Kshama Karna, I am so sorry, I didn't know you. He came in front. Then he said, I want to ask you a question. I know I am a questionable personality, ask. I don't know why people get inspired to ask questions. May not be their fault, my fault. So he said, you keep on running here and there. How can you write so many books? And how you have been giving talks so many years? What is the secret? A secret is khujli. You are never short of time if you have got khujli. Even if you are doing in open heart surgery, see friends, spiritual life can be perfect if you are having khujli. See friends, life becomes so simple. Therefore, if we understand this, sa veda etat paramam brahmadhama yatra vishwam nihitam bhati shubhram upasate purusham yehi aptakamaha. The one who is aptakam, no more desires. How do we attain that? Jo thari rahe, so mari rahe. Our desires, when they are contrary to the God's will, they will never be fulfilled. The child doesn't know what is good or bad for him. But the parents, if they know, they will not fulfill his desire. See? In the same manner, we will not know what is required for our spiritual evolution. He knows. But we doubt his intentions. And therefore we suffer. If you want to fulfill all your desires, I tell you a simple technique. Our desire must match with his desire. See? And our desire can match with his desire if we have no desire. Like the water can match in any pot. But if we are ice cubes, no, not like this. See friends, therefore, aptakama, the one who is free from the desire, to such a great master when we do upasana. Now what is the upasana? There was many years before a thief. When there used to be many kingdoms in India, before the invasion of the Britishers and all that. So one thief, he looted the wealth of a king, and then the army was running after him. That time there was no drone, etc. But actually, original drone has come from our country. You know that? The best teacher in our country in Mahabharata, Dronacharya. Have you thought about it? See, one person asked me this question, a child. Swamiji, do you know drone? I said, oh, I have learned from Dronacharya. See, so the army was running after him. And he was running, and he came across in some jungle, some kind of one hut. So he entered in that. And he saw some fire was burning, and there was no Babaji. He might have gone for bath and all that. And there are no doors, only open. So he went and immediately changed, put on the Babaji's clothes and put on the bhasma here and there and sitting there, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. So the army came and the moment they saw him, first of all they did namaskar, they asked, have you seen any thief coming this side? Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Do you know him? Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. So they went away. Then he thought, by being a fake Babaji, I have saved my life. If I really follow that path, my life will be changed. All of us are given opportunities in our life, but we don't recognize those opportunities. ये वही दर्द दिल है जो उनको पाता है. ये वही दर्द दिल है जो उनको पाता है. भगवान भला करे उनका जो दिल दुखाता है. Every problem in our life is a God-sent message. See, friends. But instead of receiving the message, we react to the message. And the reaction is vengeance. Karke dikhaunga. No, relax. Therefore, such a great master, he has no desires. See, by his very presence, the things change around. Yatra vishvam nihitam bhati shubram. Now see, has any flower ever gone from place to place to spread the fragrance? The flower does not give fragrance. The flower has fragrance. Those who come in contact, they are benefited. If there is nobody, kya farak padta hai? How does it matter? Therefore, when we recognize this principle, we will be able to be with everything, everybody, things will start happening, but we will not get involved into, I want to do this. No. Let the things happen comfortably. See? The Lord decides what kind of job He has to get it done through us. See? Like when I come to this place. So, I am searching for a right person who is capable, available, willing, resourceful. In the same manner, he is also searching for someone who is capable, resourceful, available, willing. Then, what is his job? Only one. Spread the fragrance of life in the form of joy and happiness. See, like the flower doesn't give the fragrance, the flower has the fragrance. Then only we can give. In the same manner, we have to be a source of inspiration, motivation, happiness for others rather than we go and impose. Study Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise, I'll punish you. Don't force anybody to do anything. Particularly these mothers. I feel pity on the children. They torture the children so much. I am telling from the experience. So many places you can see. Particularly grown-up mothers and grown-up children. Because they get involved beyond limit. One of the problem is, you are all NRIs. One of the problem is, you are born Indian. You are Indian. But your children are not Indian. Accept it gracefully or in a frustrated manner. Accept you have to. And when this is not done, then Swamiji, why this is happening in our life? The children also ask me the same thing, Amma. Why such outdated parents we have got? You have lived your life, now let them destroy their life. Don't get involved too much. See? Therefore, we live at a minimum desire, rather no desire level. Jo thari rahe, so mari rahe. So yatra vishwam nihitam bhati shubhram upasate purusham yehi akamaha te shukrametat ativartanti dhiraha. They are no more born again and again. See? Shukram eva ativartanti. Technical spelling will be, according to Yoga Shastra, which is based on one soul per body principle. The Yoga Shastra is based on the Sankhya philosophy. And in Sankhya philosophy, the Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara, they are three separate entities. So according to them, they say, when a Jiva leaves the body, he is waiting in the waiting hall. And when it rains, through the raindrops, the Jiva comes to the earth and he enters the vegetation, and that vegetation is eaten by the people, and through that vegetation, the Jiva enters the body of the person who eats it, and then in his body, he enters in the seeds, the mother seed and the father seed. And then these two seeds come together in the fertilization. And this is how the Jiva is again born. This is their theory. See? This is what is mentioned here. Te shukram evo ativartanti dhiraha. Meaning, they are not born again. See, friends. Vedanta tells, there was one Australian who came to India many years before. I don't remember his name. He said, Swamiji, it is easier for you to talk about the Punarjanma, the last life, this life, next life. But we don't have that thing. We can't believe last life, this life. What is to be done? I said, you understood nothing. He said, why? We don't believe in rebirth. We don't believe in birth. Who is born? See? This is very simple. One husband came and complained, Swamiji, tell my wife. I said, Mama, I am telling you. What? I said, I don't know. They become frustrated and go. She doesn't respect me. I am elder than her. At least age-wise, she should respect me. I said, now I will take her side, not yours. Why? I said, she gives me food. You don't give me food. Then I told, what is your age? He said, I said, tell the truth. Okay, I am 70. I said, very good. What is her age? She is 60. So she is 10 years younger than me. I said, the fight is between whom? The man and woman or husband and wife? I said, now tell. Of course, I am her husband, so the fight is between husband and wife. Now tell me, did you get married one after another or together? See? So when did you get married? Swamiji, we got married 15 years before. So late, yes. Late Latif. So I said, now you will start fighting another 4 years. After that, you will cool down. How can you say like that? I said, because now both of you are 15 years of age. Age of the wife and husband is equal. Man and woman may be different ages, but husband and wife is same age. And 15 years of age, so 4 years more. Why 4 years more? Teenage will be over. And teenagers fight. So if you are fighting, it's a good thing. You are still teenager. And once you cross that 20 years of your marriage, then it is easier to deal with the known enemy than to find out the unknown friend. ठीक है. Don't make life serious, friends. Therefore, upasate purusham hi apta kamaha. There is nothing to worry, fight about anything. See? Before hearing, learn this art of saying yes. सुनो हाँ ठीक है. झगड़ा होगा ही नहीं. But on every small little thing, so much of argument, so much of argument. Hare Ram, Ram, Ram. So, te shukramevati vartanti dhiraha. All the great masters, they have never been arguing or fighting with anything or anybody. So, when we are thus invoking their presence in our life again and again, see, can you imagine the devotees of Bhagavan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa? He was also married, but they never fought. What is a marriage without fighting? See? Therefore, te shukrameva ativartanti dhiraha. Therefore, remember, spiritual life is not becoming very serious, only Vedanta. You know, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma means what? Pata nahi. Not that. Therefore, you know, when I see these people chanting the mantras, I enjoy that. And they have a typical tone. See? When we go to places, I have to suffer. I try to cut it short. But they will be, insisting on that. And then, Shub karo yaar. See? Relax. Don't become extraordinary in life. Remain so ordinary like the space. Let it be in the temple, you are not holy. Let it be in the toilet, you are not unholy. A real spiritual practice is discard all extra. Remain ordinary. That extra includes fat. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.